is. Let me check to see what's going on. Mhm. Hey, there we are. Hi guys, we are back at Hayabusa. Good day to you. Wait a second. Is this passerby? Did you change your name? Or is this a passerby look-alike? What's going on, Hayabusa? Wait, can you hear me? Yeah, I figured you had the same pick PFP profile pic. Okay. We have it's been, man, what? It's been some days since I last live stream painting. We've been busy. We've been busy, busy, busy bees. It's good to see you, passerby, or should I start calling you Hayabusa? YouTube is using our handle for some what? How can it do that? Did Was your account hacked or something? How can YouTube just start using people's handles? That is unheard of. Acrylic paint is decent for stuff like this, but it just doesn't have that same feel as oil. There's something about it. Just it's okay for some things, but it just feels like plastic. Okay. Then we have these three. These are even smaller. Ooh, I'm just getting smaller and smaller. Supposed to be going bigger and bigger. Actually, I wanted to add a layer to these first, and then I have these beach pebbles or stones. I bought these from the local big box. Oh, I just poked my ass with those. Okay, big box uh home building store, and they had these in their, I guess, landscaping department, and I was going to do some painted rocks. Have an art fair coming up. I think it's the 1st or 2nd of November. So I wanted to kind of have some tiny stuff. I have no idea what I'm going to bring. Yeah. Your passerby at Hayabusa. It's not a hack. No, no, no. I mean, why is YouTube using your handle though? I knew it was you. Okay, so let's get this started because it is 12 o'clock. We have an hour and a half to think around. Okay, we're not dinking around. We gotta take this seriously. Painting is a serious endeavor. You can't make light of it, or people don't take it seriously as a painter. They just think you're a goofball, goof off, and you're not serious about painter, and you're making fun of them because you're a painter that doesn't take it seriously. Like, that's not my that has nothing to do with me, brother, sister. If you feel that way, I take my painting as seriously as I can. We just, I guess, at different levels. We're just at different levels, and I guess you're at a higher level looking down on me because you say I am not taking painting seriously. Okay, I did pick up 3 new, sample, uh, containers of, latex paint from the big box store also. It looks like 3 different, shades of green. Uh, you can get these. They're usually about $5, but if somebody asks for a color and it's not the right color, they don't buy them, I guess, and then the store will put these on discount, so they usually charge you $2 for a what is it? 222 milliliter container of paint. $2, not bad. Yes, it is latex paint, but whatever. We make do with what we can get. Sometimes paint is expensive and you just need some paint. So you find it wherever you can. Might not be the best quality. I mean, house paint is usually pretty quality. For some reason, the vertical lives on some channels are using the long form user handles. Oh, is Hayabusa another handle of yours? I saw that YouTube is going to be. Why am I liking my own stream? That is stupid. Um, I thought I was watching somebody else's stream for a second there. Anyways, I saw that YouTube was going to make some updates to or for their creators, and they're doing something called a simultaneous vertical and horizontal stream, so you can stream vertical and horizontal all at the same time. You don't have to do one set up 2 different, streams, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I don't have access to that yet because I'm not making any money or I'm not monetized. But yeah, they're gonna do that, which allows the creator to view both streams at the same time for some reason, so you could see. But, that's cool because I think YouTube's been, uh a little discriminatory towards horizontal streams as far as sharing them across their platform. So horizontal streamers, I don't think get as much love. And I get it because most people are watching from their phones, but you know, it's cool that they've, I guess, figured out a solution to that. Anyways, let me quit talking and be more proactive in um what we're gonna do here. Okay, I think we're gonna do acrylic. Well, we already have a bunch of acrylic layers. Sorry. Let me let us do. We're gonna do the latex enamels. Yeah, navy blue. We have some browns. Let me. How about some colors I didn't use last time? So we have nutmeg. We have some browns. We use that green. Where's the? We had an almond color that I didn't use. It's right here. Almond, nutmeg. And we have a Kona brown or which is satin. I'll save the gray. And we're gonna start with what would the nutmeg go great with? It's kind of it's giving me olive vibes. It's about the same value I feel as the red. So how about Kona brown for the red or espresso? I add a little bit of espresso. Let's use espresso. I think it's darker than the Kona brown. I could be making a mistake. Um, nutmeg. Nutmeg on the green side and almond on the blue side, or almond on the green side and nutmeg on the blue side. Maybe this is almost kind of orangish. Let's go nutmeg blue, almond on the green. There, we got it figured out. Hey, Random, how are you doing today? Welcome, everybody. Random Oddities. Go check out Random Oddities channel. He does really cool graphic artwork. He's been doing some cityscapes that are really, really nice. Very imaginative, wild cityscapes. I can see those done on a very large scale, random. Um, yeah, large scale pieces, but at a certain size. So you just get this huge, like, cityscape. That'd be super cool. Um, what do you say? Whoops, my live went off. Thanks, I'm doing good. That's good to hear. Uh, we kinda got an overcast day here, I'm not sure. Uh, God dang, it keeps switching. Yeah, good idea, XL suit. Yeah, the bigger the better, or the more dense the better. I don't know. It's just be nice to see that density on a bigger scale. All right. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just throwing that out there. Oh yeah. There was supplies I needed to get, and I've been slacking on getting them because we're down to like just below this sticker line for our matte medium. Uh, I don't really need that right now because all I need to do, we're gonna do the nutmeg first, guys. So let me just shake that up. I also need to re-up on my colors here. Can't remember how much they were charging for these, like 10 to $16 or something, maybe. All right, yeah, this is kind of an orangey olive, so I think this will probably work great. Um, we need to get some paper ready, little paper towel. I just, where's my roll? Where is the roll? We can just do some more rolls of this. Hold on a second, guys. This is why I need a bigger studio because it just gets very chaotic in here. But you make do with what you have in the moment. Trim some paper. If if we get some messed up rips, that's fine. That is fine and dandy. Oh, I did start my new. I beat the last game, my playthrough of Cooler Radiant last week, and then I started its sequel game, Curse of the Azure Bond. So, yep. But we save those for usually evening or shorter shoot or shorter streams. I don't know. They're not always so short. Oh crap! Let's put this on top of the cover there. All right, guys. Shit! Yay! Landed face up. There we go. All right, let's paint off that. Let's do this. So we got this is our Gerhard Richter second phase layering. First phase of layering was already pre-existing from many years ago. I knew it wasn't done. It was just, man, I really like the freaking texture created by these thick layers. Okay, guys, gotta make sure I move quickly because these things start to dry really quickly. Man, I'd love to do a piece where it's just weighing like 10 pounds or 15 pounds because of all the paint on it. Is that decadent of me? Looks like oat, like those oatmeal ceilings. Can't remember what they call those. Looks like they put oatmeal in the paint or something or on the ceiling and then it gets painted. It has that texture to it. All right. Okay, we got our, don't want anything dripping really, but we want some thick areas and some thin areas. I don't know how well, okay, I'm not sure how well the paper is going to work on this. Seems to work better when it's, well, like I said, I don't know how it's going to work, but if the um, surface is much flatter, the paper just uh, is more surface area, the paper will touch. What am I doing? I'm trying to wipe my brush here. Yeah, popcorn. There you go. I forgot the popcorn ceilings. Know why they call it popcorn. It doesn't look like popcorn. It looks more like oatmeal. All right, we gotta get the majority of paint out of this brush. And do we have some fresh water. This one fresh, fresher. Okay, keep that there. All right, guys, where's our papers at? So let's do it. Let's see how much this pulls up. Hey, we got a little daddy long legs coming to check out what's going on. Might want to step on the wet paint. As bugs are usually do. They like to find their wet paint and step on it. All right, let's see. It didn't do jack squat. I knew the texture was gonna cause some issue. I gotta be careful not to touch other canvas with our paper. Come on, guy. At least get some of this off of us. What else do we have? Well, it didn't change much because of the texture. Um, I'm gonna try to do that's too small. Yep, with the strange uneven surface area, it's gonna be a little odd. Okay, we got our hair dryer. Thanks, guys, for the likes. We got 5 already. Jeez, it's been what? Doesn't tell me how long my stream's been going. Okay, is this not plugged in or what's going on? There we go. Is it dead? What's going on here? I'm gone for a week and now my stuff. What's going on here? Okay, I'm gonna test something. If it's not working for the drill. Yep. Why is this not working? Did we lose? Did we lose? Did it trip? No, because the thing here is working. This is working, right? Oh my gosh. Really? This extension cord just pooped out? How are extension cords just pooping out? This is charging, right? Yeah, that's working. That's getting power. It's crazy because it was going for a tiny moment. There we go. All right, guys. Get our come on, a big water bucket open. Come on, dude. For my window closes. My window of acting. Window of action. How much of this paint's gonna come off and how much is gonna stay? That is the name of this game. Come on, paper towel. Being a being a weirdo. Weirdo. Come on, get in there. Get in those crevices. Get in there. Okay, we need more, more, more. Oh yeah, I need to get another box of shop towels. I better put together a list. I'm terrible at lists. This is a chunky painting now. This is really chunky. Chunkster. Ooh, chunky. Chunkzilla. What do you guys? Maybe Daddy Long Legs had something to do with it. I don't know what happened to old Daddy Long Legs. It was on the wall here next to me. Must have just found something better to do. Man, this looks like a crazy wall, like a one of those like very chunky, rocky walls. Oh my God, I'm loving it. Making making wall surfaces now. Is that what we're doing? Now we're making wall surfaces. Like just imagine having this as your bedroom wall look. Come on, interior designers. I'm giving you freebies here. I'm doing all the testing, the R&D. Look at that. It looks like you're living in a cave. Some cave beams. Looks like I left this outside for a bit. Okay. Not bad. Should I keep going or let it go? Should I keep dabbing it? Dippity dab. Thanks for the likes, guys. We up to 7. Up to 7. I don't know why I keep mentioning that. Cares about likes. Okay. It's nice to see the likes. It's appreciated. You know, I could be I could be complaining about not getting any likes. So we'll take the time to shout out the people that make the effort to hit the like button. I don't know why people are so opposed to that. Like I'll see somebody stream and it's like so many viewers coming and going. And they'll have like one like, 2 likes. So people don't want that screwing up their algorithm. It's kind of sad. I want to say if you do something and your thought process is that it's going to ruin my algorithm. I got my algorithm set just exactly what I want. I want it to feed me just this stuff. I'll watch your stuff, but I won't like it because it'll screw up my algorithm. But I guess to each their own. Everybody has the right to make their own decisions. Mm. Maybe I'm just a like whore. I just like too many things. I, my algorithm feeds me all kinds of shit because I like so much of it. All right, so we got our nutmeg. Not hating it. It could evolve, change. You know what? I could even there's a medium that I can use which will fill in areas and I can bring the surface back to almost flat, which would be kind of interesting. Okay, let me okay, I'm gonna leave that on the wall for a bit so because I can't tell if it's dry or not. It's supposed to be satin, so sometimes the gloss always looks like it's still wet. Okay, here's our almond, and that's what we were gonna use for the green side. Almond. Okay, give it a good shake, 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 shake. How does that go? Can't remember how that song goes. Shake, Sonora, shake. Is that how it goes? Senora or Sonora? Senora. Where is my my paint key? Where did I put my paint key on it? Paint key, paint key. Oh yeah. We're gonna have to wash off our pebbles or stones because they do have a little bit of residue of dirt and stuff on them. They are it comes in a big bag. Not sure how much it weighs, but it was like $12 for 11 something for a big bag of black beach stone pebbles. I don't know, is it still a pebble if it's kind of bigger? All right, guys. I don't know. We're just rambling. We're just a rambling man. Okay, here we go. We're just adding this kind of liquidy compared to other stuff. Oh shit, wait a second. This isn't a damn wrong color. Frick. I was like, why does this seem so white? Because it's heirloom white. It's heirloom white. Where did our almond go? There it is. Frick. All right, guys, we got to do this real quick. I guess our surface is going to get a little lighter than the actual almond color. How did I not see that was lighter? Okay, here we go. Get the brush. Yep, we make mistakes, but we keep moving. Make those mistakes, you just keep moving. You pick yourself up, keep moving. Like pick up my pants. All right. Hopefully we all mess up this paint. There we go. Oh boy. Gotta get it on before. Yeah, see? That is the tone we were looking for. Shoot. Let's see. Oh well. Yeah. Okay, now we're going in. Now we're going in here. Can hopefully spread that around a little bit. Spread that around. Got paint everywhere. Okay. um, okay, got some coverage. Damn it. Well, looks like you got a little bit of almond white tinting our, not almond, heirloom white tinting our almond color. Not too bad though. Very faintly. Shit, that side one ended up down. Face down on that side. Okay, let's clean the brush off again. Kind of reminds me when I worked in the kitchen of a cooperative grocery store, but the kitchen of the deli in the cooperative grocery store back in Minneapolis. You always had to do things in a certain way or order. So that's kind of how I end up approaching a lot of my painting, building up through process. Building up and tearing down through a process. Okay. Okay, that's not quite clean. You know what? Oh, get rid of these. Rinse them out. Starting to warm up a little bit out here. It almost looks like it's gonna rain. There's a possibility. I'm assuming that it's rain today. Come on, we need the shower setting. God dang, don't spray yourself in the face. You go spraying yourself in the face. All right. Oh, we dropped our lid. We might need to get our big bucket. I'm gonna grab the big bucket and fill that up too. So we have a restock fresh water. All right, here's the big bucket. Temperature's pretty nice. I don't know, might be 70. Perfect temperature. Family's being blocked out by clouds, but I see little patches of blue here and there in the sky. It is just past midday here, 12:38. So almost one. We got about 50 more minutes. Everybody, holy crap, moving real slow. Moving real slow. Slow moving. Oops. Come on. How about we do it like this all at one time? Not that it's gonna make a whole lot of difference. Do you have anything that will act? Yes, we do. Come on, come on. That will kind of act like a spot here. We'll just have to use what we got. Okay, put that off. Take this off. Find spots. Oh, and it's so good when the wet paper folds in on itself. Okay, come on. I know, I know. There we go. Okay. A lot of paint on the upper part. So we'll put it down. Hold on, guys. Nope, don't touch the other side. Okay, we have this. We have this. We have that. Come on, man. Now you're mashing paint into it. Instead of removing paint, you're mashing it. Find spots, like get a swig of water, not water, coffee. Get a hair dryer out. Well, that one corner you can really see of the lighter heirloom white versus the almond. Okay, guys, let's put our key. Let's kind of organize this a little more. We can find what we need when we need it, right? All right. Yep, this paint is gonna go. That's gonna go. Okay, whoops. What's staying and what's leaving? What is staying and what is leaving? Oh, that's pretty. Look like these hints of emeralds, kind of emerald greenish things going on. People must be having a busy Wednesday. Busy Wednesdays. Wow. Ooh, I'm getting some greens and reds and blue, kind of blues coming through here, greenish blues. Come on. Reveal yourself to me. Ooh, even on the bottom there. Ooh, that's mhm. Okay, guys. I'm gonna switch out. We're gonna switch out the left painting for the red one. Whoops, jeez, Louise, guys. Thanks again, guys, for all of the likes. Appreciate it. I don't know if you guys appreciate artistry or just the mess. Guess it depends. I was like, where are the screws at? This one even dry? No, it's still kind of tacky. Wow, I should have hit it with the hair dryer. It's all right. It'll air dry. Um, just need to find a spot for it. Don't have too many available spots. Solicitors soliciting me. Oh, we'll borrow you some money. There we go. There you go. Oh, geez, Louise. I'm tearing up the. That's not good. And it didn't even hold it down. Come on, really? Jeez. Oh, we'll have to add some stuff to make that a little bit strong. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, must have been in a two by four. I must have hit the stud. There we go. Now that's a little tighter than before. Okay, we don't need this anymore over here. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Um, okay, we got that. And Kona, Kona. Let's put the that's that. Create a little sense of order around here. Cool. Okay, who do we got? Wither Boss 1242. What are you doing, bro? I am painting, Wither Boss. Thank you for joining us. And the question. Um, Working on some paintings, just laying down different layers, creating different textures, colors and stuff for something. I don't know. I don't know just yet. It it's like a Polaroid picture. It develops over time. So we just got done doing this right side. I added this kind of they call almond color. I screwed up a little bit and added the wrong color on the corner. So it was a little lighter than it should have been. And then I realized what I did and corrected that mistake. So we have, you guys able to see or do I need to zoom in a little bit more? So I know it's kind of far away. I can do a little zoomage. It'd be nice when you can do the horizontal and vertical at the same time. Screen might get cut for some of it. All right, we have our espresso. There's very little of this in here, so we'll see how much coverage we can get. Maybe I don't need to leave so much paint on the surface. With the removal, using the paper and then the water, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, this is a nice brown. That's better. With the zooming in. Yeah, I forget that sometimes at the beginning of the screen stream that I should probably zoom in. I guess there is going to be a new feature to for the creators. Um, as far as before they get their stream going, there'll be like a test stream before you actually start, so you can kind of get everything ready and you kind of see what your output is going to be before you go live. So it's like a pre-live. And that'll be nice because I want to make sure that the stream is nice and set up before I go live. Not that this is some kind of high end professional stream. This is just all me, El Solo, El Solo Dolo, which you know, I don't know if would want it to be some kind of high budget thing where you got big old studio, you got other people doing stuff. It's like one man band's fine for now. Maybe in the future, who knows? When I'm 80 years old and I can't do nothing, that'll be in a few years. A few years, yeah. I look young, but I'm actually old. So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, guys. I'm a young soul in an old body. Sounds like it's raining, but I see some sunlight, a little bit of sunlight peeking through. Good. Yep. I think I hear rain. It's coming on through. Oh, Kona Brown. What does a slug from Atmosphere say? Pull your pants down and paint the canvas brown. I can't remember what song that is from. Anybody know who Slug is from the group Atmosphere? They're from Minneapolis, my hometown. Not my birth town, but my hometown. It's where I grew up, where they say sharpened my teeth. Now I live in an even smaller town. I went reverse. Most people want to go big. They want to go to the big cities. They want to go to New York or LA. Now it's international. We go to London, go to Tokyo. All right, guys, we got the brown. We Fortunately for you guys, you didn't have to see me pull my pants down to paint the canvas brown. Wow, what a stream that would be. The bout of IBS, and I just turn my ass to the canvas, bend over, just let her fly, let her rip. The soul, not young. What's that? Cuz Light, welcome to the channel. Who else we got? Coucho Marks, welcome to the channel. Hell yes, Atmosphere. Yep. Some dope music coming out of Minneapolis. RIP Idea. Actually, a buddy of mine is friends with uh, Slug. I think they went to school together, like high school or something. Maybe. I don't know how he met. But yeah, he does music. Uh, uh, he's worked with a bunch of guys in Minneapolis. He goes by Cheap Cologne. We've known each other since like, geez, the mid late '90s. I think he used to work with my brother at a liquor store for a little bit. That's how we met a lot of people I know. Not a lot, but a lot of our friends that I'm still friends with through the liquor store he worked at, my brother worked at in Uptown. Ah, okay. What does it say? IBS Paints, yeah. I should change my channel to that IBS Paints. I remember one time doing a house party and I think it was on the north side, maybe north side of Minneapolis. I don't even know whose house it was. We just got invited. And I brought my turntables, um, had a set of 1200, Technique 1200, and uh, I can't remember. I don't know if I had a okay mixer at that time or junky mixer. And I want to say, and I remember the guys had a circle going. I had a friend of mine who rhymed. He'd always do the funniest freaking uh, raps, and that some of the Atmosphere guys showed up. I didn't know who they were at the time, and this young kid came up and uh, wanted to hop on the turntables, and I was like, "Cool, I don't care." I don't want to be that guy that's trying to fucking DJ a party. I want to have fun. And uh, um, what's the phrase? I don't remember the phrase, but the person that came and hopped on the turntables, I didn't realize till much later on, was a young DJ abilities. He was fucking dope as hell at that time. I was like, fuck, I, scratch, okay, okay, scratcher on the turntable, but like I just had to stand and just watch him. Like Jesus effing Christ, this kid is so good. Yep, didn't realize till much later that it was abilities. Because I think even Slug was there at that party, and like I said, at that time, I didn't know who they were, but I think I had some friends that did know, but, because the guy that rapped, because he got in the circle, and I think there was some weird, unnecessary beef between him and those guys, and I don't think it was anything on them, 'cause, my friend, kinda grew up in the like, Minneapolis at that time did have a ghetto. It was like an area on the north side, and we lived in a decent area on the north side of Minneapolis that used to, um, be a nice middle class area. I think, um, a lot of Jewish families maybe settled there, and at the time in the late '70s, early '80s, there was a migration. People were leaving the north side and moving. So, as a new family coming to Minneapolis, um, I don't know if it was like how many years later, but my parents ended up getting a house on the north side of Minneapolis there. It's just a nice neighborhood. Oh my God, the trees there with the canopy that the big trees created over the streets. Over time, those trees ended up like being cut due to disease or whatever. But yeah, it lost that kind of beauty. Um, anyways, I got sidetracked, right? So yeah, there was some weird beef for a little bit between my friend and Blood for some reason. I don't know. It was weird. I wasn't too privy to it other than he would mention stuff, and I'm like, those dudes don't. I don't think those dudes hate you. I think it's just your own attitude towards other people. But we were North Siders, they were South Siders. Of course, at that time, there's got to be that dichotomy or that split. Now it doesn't even matter anymore. People don't give a crap about that stuff. Only a few now, especially with the internet kind of, I guess you can say, flattening the world. But yeah, it was weird. It's like, dude, we could get along with these guys and be chill and cool, and maybe you could actually work with some people in the local industry. But he was more, I guess, very loose cannon, and he ended up screwing over some. Him and another friend of mine ended up screwing over some people, friends of mine, people who are probably more of a friend to me than he ended up being. But kind of after all that, he kind of disappeared and ended up becoming a family man. Got married, kind of turned things around, um, but then ended up with cancer and passing away. Jeez, I can't remember. He must have been in his 30s. So, yeah, pretty Ricky, the Rickster. Well, we had a few friends that were from our neighborhood that kind of died early due to um, disease and stuff like that. Okay, this is being a little weird. Now, for some reason, this, and I didn't even dry the brown that long, but maybe because I was yammering on. Yeah, but I had other friends who were friends of friends with, those guys, Atmosphere, and other groups that came up kind of after them. I remember through my friend Jeep Cologne, I remember meeting Dessa from Doomtree, and she went on to kind of do her own stuff. I'm assuming she's still doing stuff. Uh, yeah, for the first time. That was an interesting introduction. Some people who I don't know if they know that they're gonna be something. And I can't say, like, why somebody acts the way they act, usually based on whatever life experiences, but, yeah, it was kind of a one of those awkward meetings. Just a just a quick introduction in passing, and then that was it. I think I was at that time, I was doing more, videography, so I was, like, just kind of recording, and my friend Cheap Cologne, he was part of this event too, uh, doing a DJ set, and so I would just kinda record the whole thing. Uh, I wasn't being paid for it, I was just doing it because I love, doing that type of stuff. But yeah, that was funny. I didn't know who she was at that time either. I wasn't aware of Doomtree and all that. What the fuck? I'm third party fangirling over here. What a wild party. Yeah, it might not be what you think, Caucho Marx. I was more on the periphery of all this stuff, but I got to meet some people. I met Slug. He gave me a compliment because my friend Cheap Cologne, um, he had some of my artwork at the time, and so Slug complimented me on this painting I did. Um, I think he was sincerely impressed by it, which was like, damn, that is. I mean, I think at that time, I don't know how big those guys were, but they were starting to expand, and they had. I think at that time they had done like the Scribble Jams, or at least Idea had done the Scribble Jams, and maybe they had gotten to meet KRS-One at by that time. And I know they were touring and stuff, so it was like I can say the same thing, Caucho. It was like, I'm not a super fan, like, I like their music and stuff, and I did get to see Idea, uh, live maybe a few times, but the first time I saw him, I never knew who met him before, I didn't know who he was, and it was in First Avenue's, not the main space, but the entry. I think it was, like, a little side intimate, and I got to see him and Slug, and I think Abilities was there, um, do their set, and I was just blown away by, Ideas, like, lyrical ability, just insanely good for such a young person. I don't think I recorded that, I was just more there because I think I was with, Chief Cologne, AKA John, my buddy John, and I think he had tickets, so we went, or he got an invite or something. Do I need to do another layer of this? But yeah, that the first time I got to see Idea in person, I was just like, just so blown away by him. You know what? I like the brown against the red, but for some reason, I don't know if I'm not getting enough of the blue, but the pink, there's some orange. Yeah, my painting was more representational versus this type of stuff I'm doing right now, which is a little bit more abstract. Yeah, I think my buddy John, he has a bunch of work from me. I did a couple murals for him. One on he gave me he was like it was probably my very first mural. He gave me the opportunity to do it, and it was on his driveway fence, which ran about 40 feet and was 6 foot high. And he said, "Hey, you want to do this?" And I've never done anything like that before in my life. And jig. And at the time, I was playing with spray paint a little bit in my artwork, but nothing to that scale. And so I did the mural for him, and it was a fun little mural. It was mainly for his. Uh, he just wanted me to decorate it, kind of for his daughter or something like that. So, but I did all these characters and stuff, and I was also this was when Iron Lac was out. I think they may have changed their spray paint formula. They're like Australian-based paint company, and I think this was like their revision of their formula, and they used to sell it at Fifth Element, which was the shop that was kind of owned by the Atmosphere kind of crew or collective or those people. And I would go down there and buy the paints. And I remember the guy. Oh man, I think he was one of the members of what were they called? Is it Native Sons or something? They were pretty good on stage too, but I think the guy worked the register at the shop, and I always got like a weird vibe from him, like motherfucker, rich kids buying paint, and I'm like, I ain't no fucking rich. He didn't say this, but that's kind of the vibe I got. I'm like, I ain't no fucking rich kid. First off, I work I work a stupid fucking 9 to 5 job, and not even a good paying one, and I earn all my money, and I'm not much of a I ain't no thief, so I'm not much of a racker. Um, so I would buy my paint, and it's like, I'm not using this to fucking go out in the streets in the middle of the night to do tagging or pieces on shit. Um, this is for a this is for a purpose. I guess that's for a purpose too, but this is a different kind of purpose. But every time I go there to buy paint, that was kind of the vibe I got. I'm like, or he was just like, God, I gotta fucking work the register again at the shop. Nah, I don't really like doing this. That's probably more of what was going on than what I think was going on. But I try to support their shop when I could. But yeah, some of the iron lac was still shitty. Like it would come out of the can very shittily, or it would clog up, and it's just like, dude. But it was good for the time. Artist grade spray paints for cheap. I mean, plus I was supporting their shop, so. But yeah, I think he was native. I can't remember the native something. The guys were good. They, their crew. I can't remember their names, but I think they were still all a part of that whole atmosphere crew or clique. Am I rambling again? Hello, you all can join my live also. Neha Khan, welcome. Name calligraphy live. Oh, okay. You can't imagine how much fun is an awesome atmosphere album brings back memes for me, or memories. Yeah, I can't say I remember any of the titles of the songs or any of the albums, but yeah, it's been so long since I listened to any kind of music. It's crazy. I don't listen to shit anymore. Like, I guess I could make playlists, but uh, I don't. I don't put in the effort to do that anymore. My friend John was more into them than you can say I was. I was super aloof, but I can't say the guy at the shop, if he was thinking that way, was wrong, because I would take some of that paint and go out in the streets and paint with it, but that was after the fact, after I used it to do, my mural stuff, but because of that, my friend giving me the opportunity to do that mural on his fence, a mutual friend of his and, my future, uh, boss, um, I got to do the largest freaking wall for somebody that had very little experience in doing murals. This wall was like it was on the side of his business, and he was looking for somebody to paint on it, and he had already kind of approached a couple other Minneapolis legends who I, uh, know one of. He goes by, Dask. We actually him and his brother and me and my brother used to swim on the same swim team back when we were, uh well, I was, like, 11 to 13. My brother's little more than a year younger than me, and, Dask and his brother were, like, much older, at least 4 or 5 years older than us. So we were always looking up to those guys because 'cause they were so cool, and, yeah, uh because, my boss of the daycare, and he was from New York, um, knew Dask through, a local sign making company, and he also had him do his, like, logo for the business, stuff like that. He asked, uh, if Dask and, local graffiti artist Eros to come and check out the wall to see if they would, be interested in painting it, and, I think I was down there for that little meeting, and I got to meet Eros. Um, I don't think had ever met him before that, but he's pretty cool, chill guy. Uh, he turned down the offer to do the mural because, of course, I guess I'd call him my friend, but my boss before he was my boss, uh, didn't wanna spend the money to, like, pay for his services. So, after that, I think, I think at that time, I was just like, because he was aware that I had done this mural, he was like, "Hey, would you be interested?" And he was like, "I can't really pay you." And I was like, "Dude, if you buy the fucking paint, buy all the paint that I need to use to do this wall, I will fucking paint something for you." because I never had the opportunity to do anything like that before. So I was like, "Fuck, this is the largest wall ever." It was at least 100 feet long, if not longer, by like 14 feet high, maybe even bigger than that. Could have been like 20 feet because the building was pretty tall. And of course, me, I'm when it comes to something like that, super fucking ambitious and motivated to do it. And if somebody will buy the paint, I will supply my time. And so I did that. Funny thing was, he, based on how I would come in all the time and continue to work on this, I think I worked on it for like 5 weeks. Based on that, he was like, "Hey, do you want a job?" Because he knew I didn't have a job and I didn't really have any other work lined up. He was like, "Hey, do you want to work for me for my business?" And it's like a dog daycare. I was like, "Fuck, I don't have anything else going on, and I'm not actively seeking work." I was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it." So that was pretty good. Whoops. Fuck. All right, guys. Fuck, I fucked all this up, jibbing and jabbing, yapping. Um, it is already 1:30, and I gotta wrap it up to get ready to go into work here. Fuck. Thought I'd get more done. But thanks guys for joining me. Um, yeah, I was gonna put these canvases up. You know what? It's only 125. I will at least put the canvases up. I didn't even get a chance to paint my rocks or wash the rocks. Wash these rocks so I can paint on them. All right, let's see. These are a lot smaller. Oh, okay. They fit. They kind of fit. So next session, which could be tomorrow, but I have some errands to run tomorrow. Um, so I'm not exactly sure when I will get in here. If I get up early enough, I might be able to do a early stream, maybe a little bit earlier starting than this one. Okay. Yeah, I've already got that on there. Hopefully, I don't think it has the right width though. Yep, reminiscing. Too much reminiscing. Talking about the old days. I was like, "Oh, man, I don't know why people are always on about the old days." Now I catch myself talking about the old days. Thanks, man. Love the stories. Subscribe. Looking forward to the next one. Thank you, Couch and Marks. I appreciate that. You're awesome. Yeah, I do have stories, but not not tons. Well, I probably have tons of stories. Some that I probably shouldn't be sharing on a live stream. Oh shit! I almost put a damn hole in this. Good thing it hit the stretcher bar. Yeah, I don't know if people like, because they're only good stories if they like make sense to to the person listening to them. Like they like there's a certain connection or that they can relate to the story in some way. And I don't know if my stories are always that relatable. I lost my screw, but I could always share my experiences. Um, you know, as an artist coming up in a small city like Minneapolis in the '90s and 2000s, maybe that will help inspire younger artists who find this channel, you know, or just have fun hear me ramble on while I try to do paintings. Maybe they'll get better. Maybe my streams will get a lot better. They're okay right now. But yep, we got our two canvases up. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks for all the likes. Pretty nice to see when we are hitting an average as far as like. Sorry for that. Um, Sorry, I should have like gave a preview of these while they were still on the wall. It's kind of starting to look like a wall with plaster over it. This one is a little less like that. I don't know if it's because of the chalky, almost white looking. Um, where the frick did I put my overnight here? Garage is like a total mess. Yeah, this one's definitely like, sorry. Again, it's real shaky. I'm trying to bend over to show this one. Yeah, that texture. Crazy. Huh? I'm not sure about this one. And this one's okay. Definitely more layers, guys, to come. But we'll see how much time left we have in the garage here before things start to get cold and I can't really be out here. So hopefully I can set myself up with enough of these to be able to work inside too. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Hey, Music Videos. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, we're about to end. So thanks, H Music Videos One, Coucho Marks, Neha Khan F5P5F. I have no idea what all that is. Random Oddities, Passerby, aka Hayabusa, Cuz Light, Wither Boss 1242. And was there anybody else? Nope, that was it. Thank you guys for dropping by and chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate the likes, guys, and hanging with me and coming by and seeing what I'm up to. And plus the subs too. People have been slowly subbing, so I appreciate that too. But this channel is mainly about documenting my painting process. So, and you get whatever bonus stuff you guys get out of me. All right. Hope you all have a good day or evening wherever you're at in the world. And then until next time, bye for now. Peace, y'all.